You're not a vendor, you're a person. In business today, a lot of prospects are playing the discourteous, avoidance, disregard game. And that's because they know that you want to sell to them and they want to avoid this at all costs. They don't want to talk to you about it. They don't want to deal with the process of saying no to you. They don't want to think through what you're offering. They don't want to consider it. They're dealing with another vendor and all of this. So they don't want to talk to you. But in that last sentence, I just gave you the distinction that you have to make. You're not a vendor. You're a person. And as you pursue these relationships, I want you to keep that in mind. It's person to person. It's not vendor to person. You know, a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll try to treat you like some big entity out there, some faceless organization. They'll have the ability to say no to you and disregard you and not respond to you because they're not thinking of you as a person. But the minute they start to think of you as a person and the minute you start to think of them as a person, the relationship changes. It might surprise a lot of salespeople, but when I coach people in selling, sometimes I tell them you have to be very firm with the people you're selling to. Sometimes you have to be a little tough with the people you're selling to. Sometimes you have to share things with them that you might not want to share with them, but in order to get the sale, you have to be candid. For example, maybe you're doing a deal and the client has cut the number down so small that your company's not going to make any money on this deal. And so you're going to wind up doing it with a bit of resentment. Well, as a person, you got to be willing to be able to say, hey, you know, I want to do this deal, but there's no margin in this for us. And in order for us to do a great job, we need to get that at a higher budget. So what I'm saying to you is think of the people you're selling to as people and communicate with them as people. When you call them and they don't respond to you, say, hey, you know, I gave you a call and you didn't respond. What's going on? If there's some kind of slip up in your conversation and you make a misstep in your sales presentation, call back and correct it. Have normal conversations with the people that you are talking to because you are not a vendor, you are a person.